Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, let's get started, I guess. Not too sure. I wanted to start with the terrain today, but not sure if we will because I have a little bit of a headache. So we will do a little bit smaller things and then let's see where we end up with, basically. I did a bunch of changes off stream as well. Which we hopefully can see later down the line. Why would you not? So find find files. Interesting. I guess there is a filter somewhere that I would want to get rid of. And we can go here. Delete it. And I think I can do that and go sphere collider component. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, I didn't want to go there, probably. Property inspector. This one I wanted to go to. Because I want to see what happens when I build that. Because I think it doesn't work. Or it doesn't do it. One of the two. So it definitely didn't do it. Because it should have added a min-max here. So let's try to figure that out. We will do that in VS Code for now because I don't think I have set up the solution in Neovim. Yeah, potentially we'll add that, but yeah. Probably where would that be? Component generator, I guess. And then when we parse here, why would that not work? Is that the wrong? Oh, that might be the wrong folder, right? Is it maybe this one? I think it is, right? Yeah. Yeah. So here we go now to the component generator. And let's see what that produces. Okay. Why would that be a release bird? Why do you build a release bird? Okay, configuration debug looks good. Huh, okay. That kind of worked. Okay, and they didn't find the DLL. That's a known thing. I still don't know why it does it. Because it should copy them, but whatever. Did it close the... It closed the wrong one. Great. Tools coach and core 3-sitter. Huh, they are there. Wait, oh, it's the wrong folder here. Okay. So now it should work. Well, probably did, but did we not? Oh, which one do we... Oh, we do the graphics one, that's wrong. I think we need to do game core. Perfect. Nope, that's not the one we want. Add a swatch. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. What is attribute type? I guess I would set a breakpoint here. Okay, parameter is a string, length 0. Attribute type is min. But yeah, parameters is an empty array, that's weird. Okay. So I guess we go wherever we fill those. I think that would be in the parser. We'll probably put a breakpoint here. And where I need to have the component definition path here. Preferably, I would see that. Material. Point light. Spotlight. Which one is it? Static mesh. Text. Box collider. Okay, so this one is the one we want. And then the question is, that should get a parse attribute, right? That should be min. Okay. And it's not an identifier or a designated identifier, okay? What is it then? Contains, I guess. Sphere collider. Where is my output? Oh, did I do a console write line? I'm stupid, right? I think I did. Oh no, that's fine. Oh wow. Okay. Current symbol, that's what I wanted to do. Shouldn't I have an output here? God damn it. I'm not sure where that goes. What do you mean the symbol doesn't exist? Do I need to rebuild or what? I thought it would have done that already, but okay. Okay. Float literal. I guess that's interesting. Why could it be just a float literal? Grammar.js. Attribute can be an expression or a designated initializer. The expression can be a literal identifier or initializer, and I guess literal. Okay. But then can it not be recognized as a literal? I guess not. I guess we just do if symbol is this or the open or the closing, right? Then we just skip it. Otherwise we just add it and we think. Otherwise we just add it, I think. Unfortunate. Oh, where? Because we need to rebuild. That's weird that I have to keep doing that, but fine. Identifier. Yeah. That's really a float literal. That's kind of weird. I would have hoped that it's just a literal. Does that... Shouldn't that have done something? Numerical editor. Oh, that is wrong. Yeah, I changed that. So we are now using the proper STD types. Oh, and that would be float 32, float 64 here. But then this should happen. Okay. That does happen. But then... Okay. It has a numeric option. I mean, that looks fine. Why is that not? Oh, it is now written. Okay, well maybe we didn't rebuild. Another question is, does that actually build? Okay. Oh, that again. Render graph serializing. Okay, let's go back one more step again. Oh, shit. Sphere, collider, inspector. Yeah, okay. I wonder what the problem is. I thought I fixed that already. The crashing, I mean. Or maybe not. No, I did. Well, I didn't, never mind. Which one is it? And why is that failing? The create light clusters. That's really not there? Oh, that's not a lot. That really looks like something is off. Graphics module. Yeah, why is it so little? Update light cluster. Is it not? Okay, well that doesn't get registered. Why? Another mystery. Great. Time to figure that one out. Probably a module generator. Guess we would need to set a breakpoint here. I mean, I guess could do a tool list. Ah, why we need to compile again? Can you just remember that, please? Yeah, that is really just for why? Is it one of those that's failing? Wonder if it's that. That has 6 items now. Okay, that's still not correct. Debug light clusters? Tone map. Why would the others not be found? Render graph, fixed shader node. And I mean, it even includes it here. Oh wait, that's the wrong one, right? Yeah. I mean, that looks all fine. Bizarre. Guess I would need to CPP parser. But first of all, I need to go to, it's not here, right? Type database. Okay, we have that, so that's good. Then and then it probably update light cluster. Okay. Update light. I think that's good enough, probably. That's still so annoying. I don't know which which plugin I installed, but that's very annoying. Okay. And then I'm wondering, at the end of all of this, shouldn't you have out types? Okay. Yeah. Has type ID, yes. And it has... Oh, that's the second type. And it inherits from... Why would that not go further down? I wonder. No, but the debug draw task is there, right? Or is it? Which ones do we have here? Actually, we don't have it there. I think I have a suspicion what it is. Where is my class? This one, base class. Actually, yeah, let's see. What? Okay, no, let's actually restart because I wanted to... I have a suspicion what it might be, but I need to verify. Okay, we get that. I assume that, but not here, but in... We can get rid of that. Can get rid of that. And then when we... Is it in CPP parse or no? I think it's in... What do you want here? Okay. In type database, when we resolve our inheritance, the base class here, we definitely trim that one. Well, this one should be already trimmed, never mind. In this case, we should already have it trimmed. But where we do the... Does this really work? No, that looks weird. Well, I mean, I guess... No, that's bizarre. Okay, I mean, maybe that works. But yeah, here... Stripped template. Trim. Trim. Probably. I think that is. We are. Don't let me say something. 20 at the current project. And that's pretty much the standard. I don't think I've ever worked in like a professional AAA project with anything further than 20 yet. I didn't see anyone use 23 yet. Although maybe I think one colleague mentioned, well, they updated the compiler, so that doesn't necessarily mean that they updated as well the version of of what they basically build with, but it could be that they might have changed to 23. But yeah, we are working with 20 at work. There is not, I mean, there is a couple of things that got added with the 23, right? That might be interesting, but in reality, it's not like a big deal. So I think that should have fixed it. So I need to build again. That's really annoying. I changed something in my VS Code setup, and since then I always have to do that. It doesn't rebuild anymore C# automatically. I don't know why. It's a weird plugin. Oh, I should have not removed the list. Well, let's see. Let's just run it and see what comes out. Okay, that already looks way better again. Okay, that was definitely an issue. Okay, cool. I think with that we should be able to run again. Or not. Wait, what? Did you not rebuild? Oh, you did rebuild. Okay. Cool. Did you rebuild now? Oh my god. Okay, cool. Now it builds. Hey, Captain Chico, long time no see. How's it going? How is married life treating you well? I hope. What the F? Did we not establish that already, that this should happen? Did I not? I didn't enter that one, right? So I'm wondering in it. Is that not rebuild? Okay, now we enter that. And then it's this one, that's bizarre. Did it delete somehow my changes now? Or what's going on? What the hell happened to the code? What do you mean? I think that should do it. Why would you not rebuild? Am I like going insane here or what? Did we not just establish that this is fine now? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that worked great. Do I really have to click that? Wow. Well, namespaces are now snake case, but functions are camel case. It's actually what LLVM does, I think, right? Well, maybe classes is snake case as well, but I didn't like that. Although no, I think it was camel case. So it's mostly LLVM style. I think I only changed a couple of things. Yeah, Onyx moved to Clang format. What can I say? For the better or for the worse, I'm not sure yet. So yeah, that's how it should look like. So can you please oh, but it's not output to the right directory or what? Personally do type name, method name. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same as well for me, yeah. But the only exception is like namespaces are snake case as well. But otherwise, the type name is camel case. Methods are lowercase as soon as I converted all of them. I didn't convert everything yet. So why? Oh. But does that make a difference? I mean, shouldn't CMake configure do the configure with a proper oh, okay, it doesn't. No, it built it. It built it fine. It only output an error. That's fine. Now I should be able to build, but somehow it doesn't regenerate the whole thing for whatever reason. Why is that suddenly here? Where do you get that error from? I'm not even sure why they never showed up before, but okay. Or maybe because it was not used anymore. That might be it. So maybe now Oh, now they are there. Okay, cool. So it now actually generated it. Okay. Cool. So we have probably a couple of functions that we have to fix. You change job among other things. Ah, is it a like because you got like a better offer, or you were like sick of your old job? I mean, both are valid options. But still in Spain, or did you move? No, probably you stayed, right? Because you bought a house there. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, finally. So what did I want to actually test? Oh yeah, I can remember again. So if we go now to collision, sphere collider, I should not be able. First of all, I still have the debug rendering, but I should not be able to do lower than that, right? Yeah, so it only goes to 0.1, perfect. So 0 is not a valid value. Yeah, that's nice for you, that you got like 10 euros. So nice, a cash out. I would have wanted a little bit more than 2 Ubisoft stock, but you do you. Hey, G boy, hi. Let's actually submit that fix right away. What is that? That is reordering. Includes, that's fine. Let's actually add that. So that's the only two changes here. And we have here those, which is fine as well. This one I think should be mostly so that's the actual fix as well. Not quite sure what happened here. Okay, I removed a couple of empty lines. Cool. Okay, well that one we don't want to push. Oh, and that's why just formatting. Okay. All of those are just formatting changes. Interesting. Whatever. Nice. Alright, I'm glad for you. That sounds nice. Fixed module generation to handle empties. Save all and commit. Oops, and then we push. And that's that. I think we can close it probably, but it's fine. Oops. Nice, that's really, I'm really glad for you. Alright, so what else did I want to do? Oh yeah, I can remember. As I said, I have a headache today, so we will probably not do a whole lot complicated stuff with the terrain. It's mostly smaller things, as I said. Probably ending the stream a little bit earlier as well. One thing as well that changed now off stream, and well, I kind of followed, I think it was you, Captain Chica, who suggested that. So I removed all the types for integers. The only thing that remains is float 32 and float 64, because I would prefer that there is a standard version of it, but yeah. Otherwise we use now int64 and int32 and whatnot from the standard library. Thank you, Bestus, for the follow. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to know. It doesn't really matter. But what I didn't like anymore and why I changed it. Why do I have a breakpoint here that I don't see? What I didn't like is that in the game project, well, I don't really have a game project yet, but I think, well, here, for example, well, entry point is probably the thing where it would matter. So here we are not in the namespace of, well, in this case we are, but in the actual game project, so we are not in the namespace of the game. So this would be probably namespace early. And then in a function here, you either had the option of either doing this with a namespace, which is kind of weird because then you have Onyx. That was the thing that Captain Chica fairly said that it's a bit weird, right? That you have like the namespace and then the type in the name again. So instead of doing that, basically you just do a uint64 now or uint32t, and that's it, and the engine still accepts the same as well without the namespace. That's about it. So you don't need to wonder why it's Onyx something in like all the IntelliSense or whatever. It looked a little bit weird. That's mostly the reason. And the type defs or like the usings were only there back. They kind of survived when I did when the whole volume stuff was only the volume thing and it was in Unreal, and I wanted to have my own types because I didn't like to use the Unreal types, because I thought maybe I want to do the plugin for Unity as well, for example, or for another engine, and I wanted to be able to, yeah, basically replace them with whatever types the other library or other engine would use. But now that I'm stupid and building my own engine, they don't really serve a purpose anymore. So they outlived their duty. Long story short, basically. Not entry point, editor module, I think was what I wanted to look at. Was it editor module? Maybe not. Edit a main window. I mean, I'm not sure. I wanted to try Godot. Maybe I do that next week, because next week is company game jam day again on Friday. Maybe and I didn't know what to do yet. Maybe I will take a look at Godot. Because I want to more or less see what they do. So do we not enter here? I hope you like nodes. Well, I have a bunch of node editors, so why not? I don't mind nodes. Okay, well, that didn't... Okay, so my windows don't register or what? Oh, they do. Okay, so I have a debug. But I only have one debug window. Where's the other one? So why that is engine variables, right? Oh, because it's this, okay. And then probably the keyboard overlay. It doesn't have that or what? It has a window category here. But each node extends the node which is based on another node, and then you make a new node which also has to be a node. Ah, okay. Is that how they do the scene hierarchy for Waterspire? Like, it's the scene hierarchy, like nodes nested into each other and... okay. Well, that's interesting. Not sure if I'm a fan of that, that's true. Okay. Well... yeah, fascinating. Yeah, not sure if I'm a fan of that. Okay, so I still need to write... I think that's what I wanted to do eventually. Now I can remember, I think. Do we do that now? Well, let's do it. Why not? It shouldn't take too long. Famous last words. So I think what I would need to do is copy that. Well, yeah, more or less. I really wish I would make that a little bit smarter, that like that module generator. Well, does it even work? Keyboard overlay. I think it should work by now. I think I've changed it that it... well, we will find out, I guess. I think we could do it with Windows. And then this derived from Onyx UI GUI window. And we take... do we need a type ID? No. So I think I can just remove that. Probably. Now we add another list here. Register function. That's a good and big question. Register window. Oh, that's I think why I didn't do it yet. Because it would need the IMGUI window, which I don't... well, IMGUI system, which I don't have yet. Okay, let's not do it then. Let's keep it in the back of our minds, and I would need to rethink how I can push a dependency in here. But yeah, that would be kind of what it would probably be. Something like that. Well, okay. But then in this case, yeah, I know, so probably we could go to application. And here. Still not used to it. To have the parentheses in the same line. Why is it uppercase? See, that's already wrong. Might as well change that now while we are at it. I think the rest is fine. Yeah, looks fine. And then here, ImGUI system register window. Sure, you can show me black magic. Let's see. So that should hopefully, yeah, okay. And it still works? Yeah, it still works. Perfect. And I think what I wanted to do today is actually add another debug window here. Which, I don't know. I mean, it probably doesn't make sense that this one is even in application. But the question is, where would it fit? Maybe the input system, or the ImGUI, or not ImGUI. Maybe it should be a thing of the input stuff. Question is, where do I do that already? Do I do it in game core? No. Somewhere I already did the split. Ah, here. Let's try. So I would put that into input. Paste. That's not what I wanted. New folder, editor. And then we paste. And then that one. Input. And we delete that one. We rename that one. And we delete that one. Open link. So you said it's black magic. First of all, what do you do? Type 9. Then you call the method on it. And with that, what does that paste? Oh man, alright. Is that C++? Yeah. Did I not copy it? Okay, that compiles, and then I think I need execute. And where is my output? Oh, here. Why does it do that? Is it because... No, I have no idea. Why does it do that? Crazy. I've never, I mean, kind of by the code that you sent, I suspected it would do that, but I don't understand why it does that. Yeah, but you're not... Oh wait, you're calling method. Oh. Yeah, and type 9 doesn't have a method, right? But because you get it passed as ref all the time, you can access that. Okay, yeah, I missed that you're calling here a function that doesn't even, like, I mean, yeah, that, yeah. Crazy. That's a nice way how to hide a bug, I would say. I would have, like, in like a production code, if I would see that and it would do that, it's like, yeah. That's fun to debug, I would assume. Yes, that's another way to put it, yes. That's another way to put it. And then let's put here mouse overlay. Like, let's name it input overlay. We probably do that. Both of those. And I think that should be good enough. Well, we need to create them, of course. Yeah, I mean, then you really deserve to lose your job. I think. Well, I mean, there might be a reason for it, but I mean, if you... I got it and I had the suspicion, but just because the sample was like so weird that I had the suspicion that it would happen like that, but even I didn't see it immediately what is happening. I mean, not that I'm like any reference, but I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird. So yeah, I don't know. Well, that is name, oh, space. Okay, that's why. And then probably I would want to copy the keyboard overlay there. To be honest. Probably that's fine. And then this would be Onyx input. I mean, I guess we could put it into a debug namespace. But let's not do that for now. And I've where to actually custom build system and using Neary window manager. Oh, Neary window manager. Okay. Isn't that what the Hyperland 54 just added? A scrolling layout? Hyperland 054. I'm pretty sure they added like that hyper scrolling as a main thing, and it's just where I think it sounds the same. That it's like infinite scrolling to the left or right. Okay. Well, I will definitely take a look. And then a custom build system, where not sure if I have time for that. To be honest. Okay, well then I cannot rename those yet. So let's not do that. And then where we go to keyboard overlay, CPP, yank that entire thing. Put overlay, CPP, paste that there. Why is that application debug? Oh, because it's still application debug, never mind. Input. Okay, cool. And with that, file system. Yeah, I think it's fine to have that as a dependency, but I'm not sure. Well, we need to figure that one out, right? So basically I need to rebuild that, but I as well need to go to dependencies. Is it this one? Yeah. Let's see if that works. Yeah, I'm not sure. That is a first try, and it's such a low level library. Well, technically it's actually not lower level than graphics probably. But that would be nice if that works. Because then a couple of things that I did a couple months ago actually pay off. If that works. Well, it didn't work quite on the first try, but let's see what the actual issue is. If I find what the issue is. Where is my error? So first of all, did it find all the... Okay, I did. Then I assume it's some stupid thing that failed. Linker failed. Onyx input editor. No such file or directory. Damn it. Okay. Oh, no editor target. Well, that's no longer the case. I'm not even sure. I don't think I need that, because if it's not specified, it's not created anyways. I'm not quite sure why I added that CMake like flag. But yeah, probably had the reason. Okay. Okay. Build finished. That's interesting, to say the least. Can I now go to application? Well, probably not in application, I would say. But I guess I could go... Where could I go? Guess entry point. Probably here, right? Well, we need to include the UI then here. Okay. Does that really work? Here, no, does that work? Oh my god. Did I really do something that works on first try? That's like amazing. Yeah, okay, works. Cool. Well, that is nice, because that opens up a whole new set of possibilities. That this actually works out of the box, because I've tried it in other engine modules, but never on like one that is pretty much one of the first ones. And this system is basically that any library or any module can have an editor specific or like a debug specific version of itself, where it can still use, as you can see, the non-editor version. So we include here input system, but it puts itself on top after linking the editor into itself. And that is nice for debug purposes. So that's nice. So I guess with that, I can get rid of this and this. And then probably we do the notification sync and the FPS. Well, the status bar, I'm not too sure where to move. That one is a little bit too generic that I don't know where to put that. Maybe the status bar overlay comes actually into UI together with the notification sync, maybe. That might actually be somewhat reasonable. So I guess we can kill that, and we can kill that, which is kind of nice. Let's save that, let's close that. And then yeah, I think I would yeah, I'm not sure, maybe new file, debug, or sorry, not that. New folder, do we name it debug? I think we don't do a folder for now actually. Let's rename that. To actually keyboard overlay, keep it as that. Because I think I will actually do and split them so that you can toggle them, you know, on demand, right? Oops. Now we would add a gamepad as well eventually. Oops. Copy. And hopefully tomorrow I don't have a headache so we can actually do the terrain stuff. But yeah. Actually, I don't know how to do the mouse overlay yet in terms of like visuals, but for now we will do it very simple. So I think all of that is actually gone. I don't think actually we need a constructor, now that I think about it. That is, oh yeah, then we need here. Keyboard overlay, and then was it an entry point? I think that, yeah. Oops, keyboard overlay, and yeah, probably I would want to, similar to the keyboard, I would actually want to more or less draw a mouse with the ImGUI, but we most likely for now will keep it simpler. If I find my error. Okay, but no, there is an error. But why do I not? Oh my god, colors would be so nice in this output. What is your issue? Oh, here. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Would be nice if it would actually be better highlighted. Dear VS Code. But now I might be able to know what to look for. Well, that was not. Line 12. Eh? Did I not? I thought I already changed that. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Input system is fine, but I think I don't even need that anymore. Because can't I get engine system? Yeah. And is that? Yeah. Then we do all of that, and well, this one we kinda disregard for now. Let's do that. And then the press stuff we keep the same. And what did I do? A rect fill, okay. Well, I guess we could do kind of the same. Just with two. I mean, I guess we could do two buttons. Or do we do two rect fairs? Let's see, maybe two buttons that are just empty. Left mouse button, let's call it up for now. I am back to. Let's do 100 by 100 for now. And then, well, what else is there? I think there is flags as well, right? Okay, well, we need button X for that. Align, no mod keys, no holding, no. Can I just not have it? I mean, I guess I could disable it, right? Probably. Oh, but I cannot color them. Wait. Do we add sizes here as well? No, but I guess what I could do. The color is what? Oh yeah, okay. Color is that. Oops. Mouse button 1. And now we add that on this one. I mean, the thing is, probably that's just my current cursor pose. Cursor pose, yeah. $50, I don't know. It's not really the best way to do all of that. And then basically I would copy those two. Paste them. That one would be button 2. And button bounce. I mean, basically plus equals rect size, right? And then the max as well, I think. That's about it. But it's probably easier to do it. Probably not with rects, but with a different shape, different primitive type. But let's see what we get. If it even compiles now, because that's a good other question, right? Yeah. I'm blind again for the error, which is great. Undefined. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Question is, Okay, yeah, I mean it doesn't. Yeah, I shouldn't do the Y as well. But yeah, left click, right click works. But yeah, I shouldn't do the shouldn't do the Y position here. Basically, that's an I'm back to where actually yeah, it's that. Plus the spacing and everything, and I would probably want to have it similar to the keyboard. I would want to have it look like a mouse basically. But yeah, that would be the idea behind that, and then the mouse wheel we need to do as well. Alright, because that is kind of nice to have, and on my list for 0.6 is as well some debug stuff, so that will probably come, but I will call it a day. My headache is killing me. We fixed the generation bug, which is nice. We fixed those two again. Yeah, so I think it's good. And tomorrow I shouldn't have a headache probably. 2 days in a row is not very often. And then we will finally do the terrain when I can think again. And this debug stuff I will do on the side from time to time. But it's nice that it works with the separate editor target. Probably will rename them to tools though, because it's not necessarily related to the editor. Because the debug overlay you can have all the time, or like in any debug build, not just in the editor. All right. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your evening. We will see each other tomorrow. I will do home office, so probably I can start earlier, but let's see. Can't promise anything. But we will be for sure here at 7:30. And then we do at least again until 10 hopefully. Unless I have a headache, then we do a short stream again, but as I said, rarely happens. Thank you very much. Take care and hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye.